Hi, I'm Brennan. Welcome to my YouTube channel. You might notice that we're looking at a different wall today. We usually look at that wall with all the posters on it, which actually you can see in the mirror, which I think is very funny. But we're at this wall today because I'm at the computer, because I had a fun idea. I've been meaning to do this for months, but I finally got around to doing it. I'm going to be ranking every Pokemon in a tier list, starting with Generation 1, and I'm going to do multiple videos going through each generation. So here we are today. This tier list includes Mega Evolutions, and I think just Mega Evolutions. There are no alternate forms, which is fun. I'm a big Pokemon fan. Right in front of me, I have Pokemon X, Diamond, and Moon. That's all you need to know about me. I also have Y in here, and I have Silver and Blue on my digital console, which is really cool. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Sword, Pokemon Violet, Pokemon Arceus, and I own Minecraft. Credentials over. Back to hi dog. Credentials over. Let's go to the tier list. Let's actually begin. I have a mouse right here. It's very mint green. So for Generation 1, I've played 30 minutes of the original game, like in black and white. Everyone looks super ugly. Now I know we've updated since the times of the Game Boy. That was not a good choice of a starter. Like, look at these Pokemon like now, and then look at the Pokemon back then. I wouldn't have chose Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander. I would have like thrown the game away, and then like 20 years later I'd cry because those games cost like serious money now. But like, look at Charmander. Actually, look either one of them. I like the new designs more. Sorry, I forgot this was a tier list. Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur, he's the number one. He's the OG. He's everyone's like least favorite of the three, besides like 20 people who are very loud about the fact that they like Bulbasaur. I'm a Bulbasaur fan. To an extent. I'd place him in S tier. He's a starter. He has to be pristine. He has to be perfect. He's loved. He's caring. I'm gonna spoil something for you. All three of the starters are S tier. Venusaur, A tier. I don't think enough changes. Like the bulb opens, but like he doesn't get that much bigger. Like it's definitely evolution. No, it went through puberty. That's the same guy. Venusaur, S tier. That's massive puberty. It's huge. The bulbs, everything's so grassy, everything's so cool. It's one of the most recognizable grass type Pokemon ever. Mostly because it's third. You kind of remember third before you remember like 1006. But it's great. It's fun, and I enjoy it. Mega. Not a lot changes. What happens? It gets more grassy. This is B tier. It's not very good, like at all. I'm not a fan of a lot of Mega Evolutions. Next up is Charmeleon, C tier. I don't like Charmeleon for a lot of reasons. I don't like that it's darker than Charmander and Charizard. It's like this bright orange and then dark orange and then back to bright orange. Like, he doesn't look like he's part of the same family. Just look at this lineup. Charmander, perfect. Charizard, perfect. Charmeleon's is like weird. He's not proportionate. He doesn't like add on to the evolution like at all. There's like no wings, the same color. It has a point and it's the back of his head, but like Charizard has two of those. So it's like 0, 1, 2. Like there's a progression there, which I get. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan, like at all. I hate him. So that's why he's in C tier. Please don't lick my mouth. Charizard though, S tier. He's perfect. He's amazing. He's so amazing, in fact, that they put him in like every game. I don't know why. It's like, I'm actually gonna choose Charizard. Like, I know how to beat Charizard. I have since Gen 1. Mega Evolution time. I think this one's X. Really cool. I started out with X. I thought he was very fun. You tired? And I'm putting Y in A, just because like he gets a little spike, and his wings get bigger. Wouldn't call that a Mega Evolution. I'd call that like he's older. Like, look, guys, it's Charizard. It's like that's it's just a dragon, but like different. I'm not a big fan of that Mega Evolution. I'm actually gonna move him down to B. I thought A was too generous. I hate Wartortle. I hate him with a burning passion. He doesn't do anything to get to Blastoise. If anything, he like takes away things from Squirtle, and then like when it comes back later. I hate the wing ears and the long tail. You know who doesn't have a long tail? Blastoise. He has a little nub like Squirtle. I don't know what's happening here. He thought he was becoming someone way different. It gives me like a burning passion. I dislike him. Like alone, he's a cool guy. In part of like the building blocks of Pokemon evolution, no sense. I hate him so much. Like a lot. Anyways, I think Blastoise is like sick as hell. He gets S tier. Mega Blastoise. Charizard having 2 Mega Evolutions was kind of BS. I wish all of them got 2. That's just like, but Charizard's everyone's favorite. Blastoise is my favorite starter. Game Freak choosing Charizard as like the second poster boy really sucks, because I wish all of the starters got 2 Mega Evolutions for like X and Y. The only one who did was Charizard and Mewtwo. Like, X and Y, what are you doing? I want fun, like, I want Blastoise to have like a million cannons, not just like one big one and like 2 arms. He's Iron Man. So, but like he gets S tier because I like it. Caterpie, A tier. Metapod, B tier. If I don't know any Pokemon's name, by the way, if I blank on a name, I'm sorry. There are 1,000 of these guys, and like even in this generation, I'm seeing some folks that I don't recognize. Like, actually, I think I know all these guys. The episode where Butterfree like becomes free and like joins his pack made me cry as a kid. It was just like so sad. Weedle, A tier. Kakuna, A tier. Beedrill, S tier. He's my favorite Pokemon. He's my buddy in Pokemon Go. He's called Beyonce, and like Beedrill's just so cool. If I loved any Pokemon as much as Beedrill, then I'd like Beedrill. Like he'd be like tied for first place. But if I liked any Pokemon like the same as Beedrill, I'd have fan pages, because Beedrill is just so cool. I love him to death. Mega Beedrill, not a big fan. He's A tier, and he looks more like a wasp. You know, I don't like how mean he looks. Beedrill looks mean, but like he looks more mean, and I'm not a big fan of him. Pidgey, B. He's just a bird. Pidgeotto, Pidgeot. I don't understand like the naming scheme between those. Also, they'll both C tier. I'm making a D tier, and I'm putting Pidgeot or Pidgeotto in it. I don't like, and his Mega Evolution. I hate that bird so much. Rattata. He's a D. Eradicate. B. I love the name pun. I love how big he is, how scary he is. He's really cool. Sphero. He's just a bird again, but like I like this bird more. Pharaoh. Like the bird a little less. B tier. Ekans and Arbok. Love the names. It's so creative that like it's just snake backwards. Yeah, that's really interesting. That's really cool. B tier. And an A tier for Arbok. Like doesn't his eyes like change every game? Like that's super cool. Like it's like a predator thing. It's like it's hiding in plain sight. It's looking more scary than it is. Like from like a science perspective, it's really cool that like he has eyes on his chest. Pikachu, the poster boy for Pokemon, S tier. I mean, it's just like a yellow rat, but like he's the yellow rat. Raichu, I like Raichu more than Pikachu. I'll say it. I've said it for years. I wish Ash evolved Pikachu like so much. Raichu is so much cooler. And then we get to like a Alolan Raichu. He's so cool. He's so fun. I'd never have a Pikachu. I'd evolve him like instantly. Sandshrew, S tier. Love Sandshrew. Sandslash, A tier. Okay, now time for the Nidokings and Nidoqueens. I don't know any of these guys' names. I think Nidoran, he's a V tier. The evolved form, S tier. I like him. I like him a lot. I like how like dinosaur he looks. Not a big fan of the evolution. Nidoran female, don't like the boobs. I do not like that its chest is like a lighter shade so you can tell it's female. It's weird, and I'm not a big fan of it. Like at all. I hate it. Time for the males. I like the males like a little less in like all regards, except for the final evolution. But if it had like a lighter shade, like only in the crotch region, I would like cry because like it's so weird that Nidoran female is just like I'm more motherly. Like it looks more motherly without the boobs. What? I don't know why it's a different shade. Cleffa and Clefairy, D tiers. I'm not a fan of them. Vulpix gets a B tier, and I'm sorry for forgetting your name. Ninetales, first of all, that's not a name. That's a characteristic. That's like naming Pikachu Yellow Rat. Ninetales, like you could think of like so many cooler names for Ninetales, but he's a very cool Pokemon. I really like his fire typing. I really like how pristine he looks. Like that's a Pokemon that like belongs to like a king. That's royalty. Like if a trainer has that, you get vibes about the trainer. He's so cool. Jigglypuff. I like the episode where he drew on someone's face. B tier. Wigglytuff. Love Wigglytuff. So much more. He's so cool. Zubat. I liked him the first 1,000 times I saw him in a cave. I liked Zubat the first 1,000 times I saw him in a cave, but I do not like buying repels just to keep a bat away. Like, I know the games are very limited with who can spawn in caves, so I guess it's like, only Zubat spawns, so, like, it's more annoying. But, like, it's him and Geodude that, like, I hate with a passion, just because of, like, how frequently I saw them. I love seeing, like, rare Pokemon in the wild. Like, I would just, like, run around until I get the one I want. But when I'm constantly getting this dumb bat, I'm not a fan. I don't like him very much. Golbat. I like Golbat. Golbat's okay. I'll put him on the same tier just because like I don't like him that much more than Zubat, but I like him enough to like not hate him when I see him. Oddish, love Oddish. Don't like Gloom. I know it's like not supposed to be liked. Like everyone hates Gloom because it's like sad and gross, but I really don't like how sad and gross he is. Venoplume. I actually beat a Pokemon game with Venoplume. I beat Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu with one. I took out Venusaur for him because I just like him so much more. At one point in my playthrough, like one point of me like just like playing it on my Switch, they both had the same moveset. I was like, well, it's just starters. Where I learned pretty quickly. I could just like get rid of him. Like I like him. I like Venoplume so much more. Parasect. Parasect is fun. I like this fun little mushroom crab, but I love his evolution way more. He's cool. He's creative. He's fun. He's like a zombie mushroom crab. I like his beady white eyes. Is this Venat and Venomoth? They're fun. I like this one, but I like the evolution more. That's a fun thing about me. Diglett. I'm a big Diglett fan. I would say I'd put him in A tier. Dugtrio. That's just 3 Diglets, which usually I'd be like, that's lazy. That's dumb. Not when it's Diglett. I love Diglett. That's not an evolution. He's just hanging out with his bros. He does more damage. You know why? Because 3 of them are hitting. Like, oh, it's like he's stronger. Yeah, they're ganging up on you. Next up is Meowth. I am a fan of Meowth. He's very fun. And I like Team Rocket Meowth. I like Team Rocket Meowth a lot. He's very cool. I like that he can talk. I like his story. But just normal Meowth, he's also pretty cool. I like that it's a cat. Meowth is also like Pikachu in a way, but it's like it's more famous than its evolution. But good for good reason. I don't like Persian. I don't like Persian at all. I don't like his proportions. I don't like what he looks like. He's not fun. Then one I like is Giovanni's, but that's just because like it's a big cat. He's like a mob boss. Like it suits him, but like only him. If I see like a normal ass trainer with a Persian, I'm like, you shouldn't have that. You know? Everyone loves Psyduck, and I'm no exception. A tier. Golduck, everyone hates Golduck, and I'm no exception. Monkey, is that his name? I know this is Primeape. I like Primeape more. I like the spoilers. I like the third evolution. Ralph. This is a fun fire dog, but Arcane, the legendary Pokemon, S tier. He's so cool. He is a large fire dog. Why aren't you a large fire dog? Why don't you breathe fire? Was that your attempt of breathing fire? Because if it was, that was pretty cool. I don't I don't know these guys' names. I know it starts with P. I don't like him. I don't like this tadpole looking guy. I like his evolution more. I'd put him in B tier. But third evolution goes straight back into D tier. He's the same guy. This guy and this guy, that's the same guy. Harry Oak didn't even like see an evolution happen. He just saw one taller than the other and was like, you must be his evolved form. And he's like, no, that's like his dad. They're the same guy, just one slightly bigger and meaner. And I don't like the evolution. Abracadabra and Alakazam. First of all, those are amazing names. Abra, you have to throw a Pokeball like first turn, or he's teleporting away, and like you won't be able to get him. He's really cool. He's really fun. I always had one like growing up when I was like a small kid. I would have one of these on my team, and then when I realized I couldn't evolve him because I had no friends, I would take him off my party. Kadabra. I like the spoon. I like them like it's more psychic. He has a spoon. He bends spoons. Like that's like iconic in like the psychic world. To the point that like that guy sued and was like no, and then they couldn't make cards anymore. I thought that was pretty fun. Alakazam. See, how long has my D and Z tiers been mixed up? Let's fix that right now. I'm sorry if that was confusing you. That's D tier. That's C tier. So I have to do some fixing. I did not know they were messed up so bad. There we go. I hate Trade Evolution, to the point that like it made me upset as a kid because I had no friends and I don't have one of these games because like my dad would buy them for me because he was upset that I wasn't in his life more. So he'd buy me Pokemon games, to like buy my love, and it worked. But I didn't have any friends growing up, so I could not get an Alakazam or Golem. I couldn't get either one of them. Abracazam's Mega Evolution also gets a D tier. Yeah, dude, you like spoons. I don't care. Okay, the Machamp line. It's just a dude. Just a dude. A dude with 4 arms? Yes. C tier. Love it. But like the other two, that's a child and a teenager. A buff one. Stop giving them steroids. Like that's just like it's also like the same size as a dude. That's just a man. Next up is Tentacruel and Tentacruel. I hate them. I hate them so much. I did not like getting them at all. Like catching them, I think they're ugly. They appeared way too often, and like not a fan. I like Tentacruel more just because like it's spookier, it's scarier. Geodude, the rock with arms. He's fun. I like him. Its evolution like Grover. It's a little less fun. They made the trade evolutions for this game really cool. Like this 4-armed guy who can like lift me 4 times, and this like rock who like only used self-destruct, which was very upsetting. But like He's really cool. Shouldn't very much though, because like doesn't Graveler have like 4 arms? And then like whoop, back to 2. But I don't care. He's cool. Ponyta. He's fun. He's a B tier. I have a shiny one that I got in Pokemon Arceus. He's really cool. Rapidash. A tier. Rapidash is so cool. Slowpoke. A tier. I love Slowpoke. He's very fun. He's very lazy. And Slowbro. Also love him. Sometimes I forget that Pokemon evolved differently in other games. Like, whoop, there's a third one that you don't get to see yet. But like both of these guys, solid designs. They're both really cool and really fun. Mega Evolution, I don't like his Mega. He can't stand. He doesn't have legs anymore. It's eating him. His tail thing, it's eating him. Magnemite, A tier. Magnemite times 3, A tier. Again, it's a Diglett situation. He looks better together. It's like, especially with the Pokedex entries saying like with the magnets they like compress together and like they show like one big brain, like it's 3 times smarter or whatever. It's really cool and I like it a lot. He's very fun. His evolution's also pretty cool. I mean, what evolution? Oh, it didn't come out in this gen. But like it's pretty cool. Farfetch'd, also very cool. I love Farfetch'd. I didn't have him in any teams because like he's just not a very good Pokemon. Like he's a duck. Half of these people here can just like beat him up. He's not like competitively strong or anything. But like it's a bird with a leak. Like I think that's so cool. Doduo. I love Doduo. Dotrio on the other hand, I don't like him. I think Doduo could have been like a fun like single stage evolution. Or like a better third one. It popped out a third head and now it's like evil. I don't really like it. Seal and Dugong. Don't like either one of them. They'll both D tiers. Sorry, I make the rules. These guys are just kind of lame. Grimer and Muck. First of all, love the names. I like how disgusting they are. Second, I love Muck so much. I love how slimy and gross he is. Sheldon, D tier. Evolution of Shodor. He's one above him. I forget his name. Ghastly. I love Ghastly. I love Ghastly so much. I love his design. I like how he's just like a ball, and he's spooky and he's haunted in his Pokedex entries. Ooh, he's so cool. Haunter, better. Haunter is so much cooler. Now Gengar. He would be S tier if I had more friends growing up. What's with the trade evolutions, my friends? Gengar can only be obtained by evolving a Haunter. Why? Why are there so many trade evolutions? Mega Gengar. F tier. I hate Mega Gengar. Onix. Onix is a fun snake that I could never catch. I'd always like throw a ball and it would like no, and then I'd have no more Pokeballs because like I could never catch one. But he's a very fun rock type. He's the only one who like looks like a rock type because he's like made of rocks. I liked that he was like a gym leader's Pokemon. I like him more than his evolution. Good thing his evolution's not on here because I don't like Steelix. Drowsy. S tier. I love Drowsy so much. Hypno though, a little less. He's a B tier. Krabby, B tier. Kingler, A tier. For the Pokeball wannabes, I like them. They're very fun. I like how if one just like closes its eyes, someone will be like, "There's a Pokeball here," and then like they could pick it up and then like get electrocuted and like die. Like that's funny. Electrode. C. You'd have to like flip upside down and then like all the blood would get to his head. He could never trick someone into dying. The eggs. I love the eggs. They get C tier. I don't like the eggs. I lied to you. Are they eggs? Are they coconuts? They evolves into a palm tree. I don't know. The palm tree is a little better though. I like that it loses some of the gang. Some of the gang don't make it. Cubone. I really like Cubone. I really like how sad he is. I like that part of his lore is like he doesn't have a mom. Like that's very fun. And then like Marowak, he becomes his mom. I like that the skull on their heads is like the mom skull. Doesn't make sense why it evolves with him. I think like overcoming like the trauma of like losing your mom and like taking off the helmet, that could be fun. But like keeping it on so long it fuses to your own skull, also fun. Also, wouldn't a Cubone's mom be a Marowak? Why does the skull change when it evolves? Like wouldn't it be the wouldn't Marowak have the Cubone skull like as his head? I don't know. Also, the bone gets bigger. Like his stick, it grows to. Does he just like have the pile of his mom's bones somewhere, and he's like, okay, no longer need an arm bone. Give me that femur. I'm big enough I can grab it now. Which I don't know the logistics of this evolution, but they both look sick. Okay, now it's time for the Hitmonchan and the Hitmon like punch. Both fun. I like feet more than fists. I like the Kickboxer more than the Boxer. He's just so much cooler to me. Both of them really cool Pokemon. Licky. I hate Licky. Lickitung. I hate both of them. They're both dumb. Wasn't there a movie where it's like someone gets put into like a body of one? That was pretty funny. Coughing and Wheezing, amazing names. Love Coughing, love Wheezing. The Pokemon. I don't like it when I do it. Every time I like have a cough, I'm like I'm dying. But like B tiers for both of them. I realized that like a lot of these Pokemon are just like one guy becomes two guys. But like two of you guys just got stuck together, didn't you? You're like, no, it's evolution. We didn't get into the super glue. Rhydon. I love Rhydon. What do? You ride on him. Like that's a fun name. And then I don't like the evolution so much. Rhyhorn and Rhydon are really cool, but like I wish there was a third evolution. I wish like it was like the weird step cousin to like the Nidoran line. Like it's just another it's just another Rhino. It's just another like guy. Look, like these three guys, they're the same guy. Those three, that's just him again. Like, give him a third evolution. He deserves it. Chansey, I love that it's like the nurse Pokemon. It's getting put in A tier. Tangela, I love my spaghetti friend. I like that this is a mono evolution. I like that he doesn't like need an evolve. Or like she, I guess this is like a mom. But like with the kid in the pouch and like fighting to like protect the kid. Like it's like, it reminds me of like alligators. Who's like, I won't fight you unless you get like within like 3 feet of my son. Then I'm gonna like swallow you whole. I like that it's more like, I'm fighting to like protect my kid. I'm not just gonna like randomly beat you up because like I hate you. Well, maybe it does. I'm not like a Pokemon scientist. I hate the Mega Evolution though. You know why? It's not a Mega Evolution. She's just like, here you go, kid. And then like, they both fight. Like, that's not an evolution. That's a playdate. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Horsey, C tier. Kingdra, A tier. Love that he becomes a dragon. I love that he's like, I'm mean. He's a fun water type. Godin, not a fun water type. And especially Seadra? Is it Seadra? Yeah, I don't like him either. Staryu, C. Its evolution, C. Mr. Mime. In the games, I hate Mr. Mime. In any of the movies or TV show, really love Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime in Pokemon Sword and Shield, like towards the end where you're like in like the back alley and you see one and you can't like approach him because he has the invisible force field up. So cool. It's so cool that like he's not just like this dumb mime. He has powers. Like he could like sit in an invisible chair and like you could touch it and there's like actually an invisible chair. It's so cool that it's a mime with actual like miming like powers. Mr. Rhyme is so much better though. I like Mr. Rhyme. Scyther. I like Scyther. Scyther is really cool. I'd give him like an S tier. He's really cool. Jinx. D tier. I'm just glad I didn't give him like the Gen 1 sprite. I don't like the Japanese version, you know? Haha. Like, haha, this is... What is that? Do I have to blur that? Yeah. Definitely a little weird. I don't know if I like this Pokemon. Electabuzz. I like Electabuzz, and I also like Magmar. I think they're both really cool. I like that they get evolutions later on that like improve the designs. But like standalone like mono evolution Pokemon, really cool. Pinsir, I like him. I like Pinsir. I like his little like horns, his like Hercules beetle design. Don't like his evolution. I hate his Mega Evolution. I hate the wings. I hate the antlers. I hate his mouth. Like he's so bad. They did not know how to do Mega Evolution. They was like, let's give them all messed up designs and call it like no. You just like glued some shit on his back. That's not Mega Evolution. Tauros, I like Tauros. Tauros is very cool. I like that he's like a bull, and like that's his only thing. Like something I like about Pokemon like a lot is just like it's just a normal animal with like a fun trait. And Tauros doesn't have that. He's just a bull. Magikarp, A tier. I said what I said. Gyarados, he's S tier instantly. Mega Gyarados, S tier. This is a great Mega Evolution. I like it so much. Lapras, A tier. I like Lapras. I think he's very fun. He's a cool water type. Ditto. Ditto is an A tier. I used to think he was so cool growing up. I can be anyone, but then like you start to like see the cracks form. Like you're always gonna be like weaker than him, and like what if he mega evolves like after you transform into him? Then like he has like an innate advantage. Like oh you, plus you only get like 5 moves. You have such bad base health, and like without Imposter, it's not viable to like use him at all. But like I use him in breeding. Like I catch one and I'm like great, trade it away for a Japanese one, and then boom, I can like Medusa method. I can get some shinies that way. Eevee, love Eevee. It's just like a fun fox, but like Eevee, like it's so cool. It's just so cool that he can like change into like so many different Pokemon. Like he can evolve into like 8, and it's so fun that like it's like only him. Like Vaporeon, like Water Stone, he's a water type. Lightning Stone, he's a lightning. Jolteon's so cool. Flareon, I don't like Flareon's design. I think like it's the weakest out of the 3. It's just a big Eevee with like a color swap. Like Vaporeon has a new tail. Like Jolteon, yeah, you're like the same, but you're spiky, and so like I like it. But like I don't know, I like that like each of the stones in the game, like you could evolve them. I wish like that was like continue, like give him a Dusk Zone, and that's how you evolve an Umbreon. So like no, it has to be a friendship rating, and it has to be nighttime. It's like, but what if it's a friendship rating and then it's daytime? It's like no, then you get Espeon. It's totally different. Like, what if he knows a fairy move? Then it's Sylveon. Porygon, I like Porygon. I think it's very fun. I like the way you get him from like the lottery machine is pretty cool. It's a very fun Pokemon, and I like the story around him. I like that he's like, no, the game's 2D. Why is there a 3D Pokemon? It's like, oh, because someone wanted the game to be 3D. So it's like, I'll show you a 3D Pokemon and like put him in. The fossils. I love the fossil Pokemon. I don't know this guy's name. I don't know. So starts with an O. Kabuto and Kabutops. My favorite. I love Kabuto. I love Kabutops. Okay, I like this guy. I like him so much. Aerodactyl. He's so cool. I like dinosaurs. Does he count as a dinosaur? I don't know. Evolution. I hate his Mega Evolution. He doesn't need that much spikes. You know what you can't fly with? Rocks. He's not aerodynamic. He'll hit the ground, you know, like a bag of rocks. He's so spiky and dumb, and I hate his Mega Evolution. Snorlax, S tier, baby. He's so cool. Who doesn't like Snorlax? He's so fun. He's so cool. I like that he just like sits around and like has a cool time. He just like eats food, and like he has so much personality. The legendary birds. Articuno, S tier. He's my favorite one. He's ice type. He's a cool bird. Zapdos, A tier. Moltres, he just looks like a burnt chicken. Like he doesn't look like he has any feathers on his belly. He just has like fire in like 3 spots. He's not as like menacing as the other 2. Articuno, beautiful. Zapdos, powerful. Moltres, it's Moltres. I don't know what you want me to say about him. He's the worst out of the 3. Okay, now it's time for the Dragonite line. I like him. I like the whole Dragonite line. Orange Dragon. I was like, yeah, the other 2 could be like a dragon, but like these are different kinds of dragons. Like, what happened here? That's like not evolution. That's like 4 evolutions. It's like, well, we changed colors. We gained wings. Oh, plus legs and arms. And like 70 pounds of muscle. All instantaneously. Like this little snake, like burst of light, and then boom. Those are Dragonite. Dragonite, cool Pokemon. I'm actually gonna put him in S tier. I love him. But like his evolution line makes no sense and it like annoys me. And that Mewtwo. I like the Mewtwo movie. I like that he can talk and made his own like Pokeballs. I'm surprised that Game Freak hasn't made like a Mew 3 at this point. Like it's been like what, 25 years? They're like there has to be a rule somewhere saying like no Mew 3. Because like Mewtwo, he's like the Pokemon. People know 3 Pokemon: Pikachu, Charizard, Mewtwo. But like it's Mega Evolutions. This one's like all legs. Like it's fighting type. He's like all legs, and like this one's like all head. These guys work out like different things. Like one of them like hit the gym, and the other one got like hit by a book. But I like the one that got hit by a book more. And then Mew, S tier. Mew is a baby. He's the best part of the movie. Just like, him and Mewtwo talking, just being like, "Don't fight," and he's like, "I want to fight." But this is my ranking. This is my list. I hope you enjoy. I hope you've had a fun time. I definitely have. I've been recording for 1 hour and 5 minutes. I can't wait to see how short I can make this by editing it. Take a screenshot. Tell me how wrong I am in the comments below. I had a fun time, and I can't wait to do Generation 2 whenever I have free time again. I probably have to record it Friday because I work every day. Because we live in a capitalist hellscape, and I have to work like 5 days a week. I can't afford rent. So have a great day. Have an amazing day. Bye bye. Is there anything I would change? Let's move Farfetch to S tier. Yeah. Bye.